The play itself couldn't have been more routine. The Browns' offense lined up for what should have been an easy completion, the kind of short, high-percentage throw that quarterbacks use to settle into a rhythm. Jeudy broke off the line, ran his route to perfection, and found himself standing in open space with no defender within arm's reach. He raised his arms, signaling to Gabriel that the pass was there, clean, uncontested, ready to move the chains. The protection was solid, the pocket calm, and the throw disastrous. Gabriel launched it high, sailing the ball several feet above Jeudy's reach and directly into the stands, like he was auditioning for the baseball team. It wasn't just a miss, it was the kind of throw that physically hurts fans to watch. Then came the moment that broke the internet. As soon as the ball flew wide, Gabriel's entire body tensed. You could see the instant recognition of failure flash across his face. The sound that followed, an uncensored, gut-wrenching scream, echoed through the stadium and right into millions of living rooms. That single, furious outburst was raw emotion in its purest form. No media training, no composure, just a man in front of the world realizing that everything was slipping through his fingers. The microphone caught it all, crystal clear, and within minutes, that clip had spread across every major social media platform like wildfire. Twitter, or X as some insist on calling it, exploded first, with fans mercilessly dissecting the play frame by frame. Instagram Reels replayed the moment in slow motion, each iteration gaining millions of views, and TikTok couldn't resist turning it into a meme soundtrack for frustration. But the commentary was the real story. Fans weren't just laughing, they were angry, furious. The tone of the responses said it all. This wasn't about one bad throw, it was about years of false promises and quarterbacks who never quite live up to the hype. Cleveland, the city that's seen more quarterback turnovers than some teams have seen playoff wins, had reached its breaking point. The comments were brutal, unfiltered, and, in many cases, heartbreakingly honest. Fans questioned how Gabriel even earned the starting job in the first place, calling out the organization's so-called cutting-edge analytics department that had sold them on his potential. If this was the result of Cleveland's much-hyped scouting system, this throw, this meltdown, then maybe, they joked, that supercomputer needed to be thrown into Lake Erie. Others turned their frustration into calls for change, demanding that Shedeur be given a chance to take over. They'd seen enough of Gabriel's inaccuracy, inconsistency, and inability to hit open receivers. To them, continuing to start him felt like insanity, doing the same thing over and over while expecting something different. And the anger isn't just from the fan base. Behind the scenes, the pressure is mounting on head coach Kevin Stefanski, who now finds himself in an impossible position. Bench Gabriel, and he admits to a massive failure in judgment, a public admission that the team's talent evaluation process was wrong. Keep him in, and he risks losing both the locker room and the fan base entirely. It's a classic no-win scenario, but one that's becoming increasingly unsustainable as every missed throw amplifies the tension. Analysts have started comparing this to the sunk cost fallacy. Cleveland has invested too much time, effort, and reputation into Gabriel to easily walk away, so they keep hoping for a miracle that never comes. But in the NFL, hope isn't a strategy. Results are. Meanwhile, the locker room has its own quiet unrest. You can sense it in the body language on the sidelines, in the subtle glances between receivers after another wasted route, in the linemen shaking their heads after holding their blocks only to see another ball sail high. These are professionals. They'll never publicly throw a teammate under the bus. But frustration builds like pressure in a sealed container. Eventually, something has to give. Gabriel's teammates know what the fans know. He's not making the throws that win football games, and no amount of leadership talk can fix that. And then there's Shedeur, the rookie, waiting in the wings. Every week he watches, helmet on, headset pressed to his ear, knowing the tide of public opinion is turning in his favor. His college resume shows poise, precision, and the kind of calm that Cleveland's offense desperately needs. Fans are chanting his name, social media is demanding his shot, and yet he remains on the sideline while the team struggles to move the ball. every viral moment like Gabriel's meltdown only strengthens the argument for change. Sanders doesn't even have to speak. The public is speaking for him. The truth is, this clip, Gabriel's missed throw, his explosive outburst, the social media firestorm, it's bigger than just one bad play. It's become a symbol of the Browns' larger dysfunction. For decades, this franchise has been haunted by the same problem, the inability to find a consistent, reliable quarterback. They've tried everything: first-round picks, trades, veterans, rookies, and each time history repeats itself. A spark of hope, followed by disappointment, then an inevitable collapse. Gabriel's viral moment isn't just another highlight gone wrong, it's the latest entry in Cleveland's never-ending cycle of quarterback chaos. It's worth noting, too, that this moment has transcended football itself. It's been turned into memes, edited into videos with dramatic soundtracks, and even used as a metaphor for failure across the internet. That's the cruel reality of modern sports. Every mistake is immortalized, every outburst replayed endlessly. 2 decades ago, a bad throw like this might have faded into the background of a forgettable game. Today, it becomes part of a player's legacy in real time. Gabriel's scream of frustration will live on longer than most of his completions this season. For Gabriel, this isn't just a bad day, it's a crossroads. Every professional athlete faces moments where confidence wavers, but few do so under this much scrutiny. You can see that he cares. The anger wasn't performative. It was the reaction of a man who knows he's falling short, who knows the city's patience is gone, and who understands that every mistake might be his last as a starter. But sympathy only stretches so far in professional sports. The NFL isn't forgiving. It's a league where results are everything, and when a cornerback can't execute the simplest throws, the clock starts ticking fast. Cleveland's next decision might define the rest of their season and possibly the future of the franchise. Keep Gabriel and risk alienating a fan base that's already teetering on revolt. Turn to Sanders and embrace the unknown with a chance to ignite something fresh. The front office faces not just a football decision, but a cultural one. Do they cling to pride and analytics, or do they finally listen to the heartbeat of their fans? As it stands, the viral clip of Dillon Gabriel's meltdown has done something few moments in sports can. It united Browns fans in a single voice of frustration. The message is clear: enough is enough. Every passing week without change feels like another chapter in the same tragic novel Cleveland has been reading for decades. Something has to give. And when it does, it might not just change the trajectory of this season, it could reshape the future of the franchise. So, what do you think, football fans? Has Dillon Gabriel reached the point of no return? Should the Browns finally hand the reins to Shedeur Sanders and see if he can breathe life into this offense? Or is Cleveland doomed to repeat its own history until someone finally breaks the cycle? Drop your thoughts in the comments, let's hear your take, and don't forget to like this video if you felt the frustration of watching yet another Browns quarterback unravel. Subscribe and hit that notification bell because this story is far from over and the next chapter might just be the one that changes everything in Cleveland.